doing today is imagining a sustainable food future. So we're going to put you to work. Tom and I are going to spend a little bit of time giving you some background on where we're coming from, and then we want your help on figuring out where we can go next to create sustainable food and agriculture in Midwestern Ontario. So our project is funded by the Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities. So the end goal of this is to identify upcoming jobs, new skills, other training that could be offered, and we all know how there's been a decline in jobs in manufacturing and various other sectors. And so what can we do to get farming in Midwestern Ontario back up and running? We work with the London Training Centre, which is a group in London that's been around for 20-some years, and they teach culinary skills. So we're with them. The London Training Centre, now this is their first summer having a farm with Farm Start. It's just north of London, and so it's an incubator farm for new farmers. And on there too, they're growing vegetables, various kinds of vegetables that they're using in their commercial kitchen. In the London Training Centre, they have a commercial kitchen where they teach food preparation skills. They make soup stocks and preserves and pickles that the students can sell at the local farmers market. And so that's the kind of initiatives we want to come out of this, things that actually get people doing new food skills. Okay, so part of the driving factors for this project included things like the increasing cost of energy, the increasing environmental degradation that we're seeing, change in land ownerships and disappearance of land, poor nutrition in children, so rises in diabetes, obesity, and that kind of thing, and just sort of the changing dynamics. And when you put all that stuff together, there's something that we need to pull together and try and fix. So we're trying to work towards something that is more sustainable and resilient and that can handle the changes as they happen. So earlier I was using the term Midwestern Ontario, and there are 9 counties in our region. So is there anyone in this room who doesn't live in Grey or Bruce County? Everyone is in Grey or Bruce? Okay, awesome. So the other counties we've got are Middlesex, Elgin, and Oxford, and we're having another conversation there on November 21st. Waterloo, Wellington is November 22nd, and then the Huron-Perth is November 15th. So if you know anyone that couldn't make it today, but they might be able to make it to one of the other ones, or they live in one of those other counties, feel free to invite them. On the back table there, Angelica, who was registering you, has some of the handouts if you know somebody else that would like to come or couldn't make it today. I do know there were other farmers that couldn't make it today because it was such a beautiful day and they needed to be out in the field. So, thank you guys all for coming on such a nice day. So, I'm going to take this time now to introduce our team. You've already heard Dan Needles talk, and he'll be coming on 3 more times during the day, and feel free to talk to him during the day. He hasn't said that's okay, but I'm doing that for him. So I'm Roxana Rochon. I'm the agricultural researcher on this project. I come in with the background of permaculture and different types of crops we can grow in different areas and sort of the ecological farming background. Tom Shell is our business researcher. Do you want to say anything about your expertise?
And I work the business part of it, so I'm looking at things like the value chain. I'm looking at economics and that portion of it, and that's why Roxana and I work so well together, because I just learned what intercropping was, so so we work well together on that aspect.
And Angelica Neff was the lovely lady who registered you. I'm not sure where she's hiding now, probably making tea or coffee or something. But she's our assistant researcher. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to her. And then today for this event, we brought in Ricardo Ramirez, who's going to help us facilitate your brainstorming sessions. Devin Smith is on the camera on my right, so he's just waving his hand now. Irene is in the other corner, and then John Rochon's in the back. He's going to be doing the graphic recording today. And so we're trying to also incorporate various ways of learning. So it's not just us battling and you sitting and listening. We're having pictures recorded and the comedian part of it, the comedy part of it, there we go, that's the word. And then you will actually be creating as well, creating what you think the sustainable food system will be like. So we've tried to pull together a team that will allow you to use different parts of your brain and allow the creative side of you to come out too.